All right. So, all right, you got out of Clemson and you went and you did some things, but did coaching call to you? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, well, finishing up after the Cheez It Bowl in 21, I was, and I got my 5th year of COVID, so, I was able to start my MBA. So I finished that in the summer, because I kind of had all spring to really think about it while I was working on my MBA. And, I figured I was like, I kind of really just had a longing to want to just try something else, to do something different. I've always loved football, I've been around it my whole life, and kind of just wanted to try something else. So, I really, had a great guy named Rich Davies who he played here back in the 80s, but, he offered me an opportunity with his company in commercial real estate, Pavilion Development, and went and took that in July of 2022, and went and did that for a couple of years. So, yeah, it was really good, but, like you said, I think deep down I probably always knew that I wanted to come back to football at some point, but I really just, when I went into it, I kind of just wanted to be all in on it, just focus on that, and it was really good for me. Like, I really did enjoy it, and it was great people to work with, a lot of fun, but, I think at the end of the day, it probably made me miss football even more, and I feel like I appreciate this even more now, which is really kind of what I was hoping to get out of it too, and also just feeling like I learned more just about kind of how the real world works and just kind of getting outside of the football bubble, and so that's what's really beneficial for me. I really appreciate those 2 years, and I think a lot of those skills too have been transferable to this world, so really, really good time.
So what's it like, being here? You were here as a player, and your brothers were always around, your dad. But now as a coach, is it different? Is it a little different feeling?
It is. It's that kind of third layer of it. Like, I grew up as a coach's kid, then I was a player, and then now I'm coming back on the coaching side of it. So it is. Like, I kind of just feel like I'm getting my doctorate in Clemson football, or my PhD in just culture and all that. That's what it feels like. It really is. Because, it's amazing. Like, having been around it for so long, like, there's a tendency to be like, man, like, I know just about everything there is to know about when it comes to Clemson football. Not in life, I'm just saying it's Clemson football. But, then you get into it, and a few weeks in, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, how could I have been here for 17 years and still not know this, not know that? Like, it's really amazing. And now I'm literally 1 year into it, and it's just, I feel like the best way I can explain it is like, as a player, I feel like you get introduced and exposed to a lot of the different areas of the program, but I feel like now it's just like everything's that much more in depth. And I'm just getting to see, how my dad runs the program. He's truly like a CEO of an organization. And just seeing the level of detail and structure and planning that goes into everything, like, that's by far been the most eye-opening part of it, and just the organization piece. So it's really cool. I mean, yeah, a year in, and, it's an amazing place to start my coaching career. It's just been awesome.
So what's your role? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm a player development, working with the tight ends. So basically now, I came in at a really good time, because they changed it right last year when I came in, that everybody could coach on the field now. So kind of how we have it structured is, each position coach is the head coach of that position, and then he has 1 or 2 assistants to that position. So both me and Andrew Shipman are basically Kyle Richardson's assistants, and so we're assistant tight end coach, which has been really fun working with the tight ends. I feel like I had a receiver background, so kind of came in, was able to kind of add some value in terms of route running and things like that. But it's also been really good for my development, just learning more of the run game, diving into that, seeing Coach Richardson and Coach Luke, how it all works together, intertwined. So it's really been fun. Tight end's a great position, because you got to be, sometimes you're a receiver, sometimes you're an O-lineman. You got to ask to do a lot of different things. So I've really, really enjoyed working with them.
All right, so you've got some big kid coming in at tight end. You've got to teach him. What do you think that's going to be like?
Yeah. Well, it's been fun. He's out there for football camp, and it's a little, like, it's kind of a little overwhelming at first, because you're like, man, like, this guy hasn't played football in 8 years. Like, where do you even start? Like, hey, this is how you get in the stands. Like, you got to really start from the ground level. But it'll be great. Like, he's, we have a great room already, and just have him added to it. And I feel like the guys have already embraced him very well, and he's came in with a really good attitude, and obviously a high level athlete. Was an amazing basketball player here, and we're really happy to have him. I think he'll do a great job.
Perfect.
Yeah.